Hey, oh my gosh, we are here for the fourth and final day of the fall ball. So please let me know as you see this that you can see me and that you are excited and you are ready. We have had so much fun happening the past 3 days. And I don't know about y'all, but it has gone by so fast. Oh my gosh. So remember day one, we started out with our goals and the paint party calculator. So we started out with goals, what our goals were, and I love seeing y'all's goals. It was so cool. So as you come on, say, hey, BFF. So I know you're here. I know you can see me. Hey, BFF. And then we're going to paint together the second half of Autumn Blue. And then the second part of this, we are going to teach you how to do a reel. REEL, reel. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Richard. Thank y'all for saying hi. Then what we did was we went in and we did the magic script day 2. If you were here and you took the double dare, which many of you did, you have already booked parties. So I just want to say, congratulations. Stop sending out messages because you have booked your party. And then we talked about where you could book your party. So you should have a whole list. I saw one of you that did an entire notebook and you had them themed out. And I was just so proud of you. Then what we did was we went into how to handle a crowd of any size. And I taught you my freeze method. So those of you that went live and actually posted your question, I just want to give you a high five. And if you didn't go live yet because you were armpit sweating, it is okay. All right. So still go ahead and do your selfie. There'll be plenty of time for you, especially in today's lesson, to go not live, but do a reel, which takes off a ton of pressure. And it is building people's online social media way faster than if you just post. So I can't wait to share all that and more. Okay, so we are going to be giving away fun gift cards again. So I love seeing you comment. So comment away. Sometimes I just see a really great comment and that is the one I choose. So be ready for that. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to give you the homework at the end of today's session. And so we have our supply list and we also have our step-by-step instructions. Remember, when you are in Paint Party headquarters, you have access to hundreds of these. So think about how cool it is that you can just grab and go. It is literally like if you were a teacher coming in to sub for somebody, you just grab and go. So we're going to find our place here. And we're going to be painting the leaves, okay? So some of y'all had these traced. Some of you actually painted over them just like I did. If you did that, just put yes. It's totally okay. Oh my gosh, you just signed up for Paint Party headquarters. Y'all, we posted a video that tells you what's inside it. But anybody who signs up for Paint Party headquarters before midnight tonight, you get an extra bonus, okay? So you're going to get to be on a Zoom coffee time with me in the morning from 9 to 10. And I'm just going to be answering all your questions rapid fire as fast as possible. We just wanted to give you an extra fun bonus just for joining before midnight tonight. So we're very excited. Okay, so we're going to grab our flat brush. And what I'm going to do is just basically add in these leaves here. So the first step is I'm just going to grab some Kelly green paint. So I'm just going to grab it like this and get it good and thin, just like this. And then all I want to do is start about where this pumpkin is, okay? Oh, so I painted over the leaves, then looked at the tracer when painting them freehand. Oh, good. Yeah, it's totally okay. And this is what you could do is you could just show your customers how they can bring it up just like that, okay? Bring a line up. Now, there's another one that kind of goes this way. So again, it doesn't have to be exactly how we had it. It can be a little bit different, and that is totally fine. So what I want to show you for doing the leaves is what I like to do. Now I'm going to try to move my hand so I can see it. Is like the shape of a football. So I just bring it out and then back in. If you have a pretty good amount of paint on your brush, you'll bring it out and back in just like that. And you don't have to stress too much if you're overlapping. So it's almost like a football shape. If you're nervous about this big of a brush, you can always use the smaller brush to draw it out. But I honestly just like to grab it and make me like a football shape. And this I let kind of dry with paint on it last night, so it's not being my best friend on it's like kind of trying to get out of whack. I might have to switch brushes on me. And then you can overlap right here, okay? So we just added it. We're gonna add some detail to this, so don't worry. We just need to get the base down. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So we're gonna start about right here, and we're gonna bring it up to about right here, about a little over halfway. So again, just following it up, and then we're gonna have another one that's kind of right here. And I'll just grab, remember, we talked about, oh my gosh, we talked about how you're not trying to paint as fast as me. Okay, I'm doing this faster because it does, I don't want you to be sitting here forever watching a course in a paint party. It's going to go slower. Let's see, I decided I would miss you all so much after today. To avoid that, I will be joining PPHQ. Y'all are my people. Oh my gosh, I love that. So if I heard somebody yesterday, they're like, oh my gosh, I don't want this to be over. Like, this has been so much fun. If you have had so much fun, it doesn't have to be over. You can join Paint Party Headquarters. Again, the reason we do the big fall ball is it's literally like a kickoff for all of you joining Paint Party Headquarters. It's like a fun, we teach you a ton of stuff and share. That way you get kind of like a little snippet of what it's like inside Paint Party Headquarters, but you get to be there all month, every month. And so if you're like, oh my gosh, I have loved this. I have found my people. I want to network. I want to collaborate. I want to see what this is going to be about. Oh my gosh, join Paint Party Headquarters. If you ever want to leave, you're welcome to leave. I just ask, if you do the year long where you get 3 months free, and that means you're committing to a year. That's why you got 3 months free. And honestly, I feel like it's not only the best deal. I'm going to add a little bit of green down here. It's not only the best deal, but it's also, it's like you're giving yourself grace. You know, I just talked to Dana. If you didn't watch the interview with me and Dana, we were talking for about 20 minutes, and then her sweet boy, he's 1 year old, he came in, he was ready for a nap. And so I got to play peekaboo with him for a few minutes. But what I wanted to tell you is that she talked a lot about, and I'm about to pick a gift card. I'm going to add a little bit of a leaf right there on top. We talked a lot about fear, and how fear is, like she said, fear is a huge part of success. And so please let me know in the comments if you, and it's Kelly Green. Please let me know in the comments if you, when you have fear, it's like, or you failed, you have that feeling. You know, there was a couple weeks ago, I had a pretty huge failure online, and the feeling I had was just like, but now I can shake it off. And where I used to, it'd hold me down for 2 weeks and I'd be in a pity party for 2 weeks. Now it takes me about 5 minutes and I can shake it off and I move on. And I think so many times you can get sucked into that, and it's totally okay. All right. So, you had a different color. Okay. So actually, I think I just grabbed a green. This is another little lesson. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so we did have Kelly Green on the list, but as long as you have a dark green and a light green, totally doesn't matter. Totally doesn't matter. Fear is hard to learn from, it's hard to learn to let go of, but we have to do it to succeed and help others. Oh, I love that. Yeah, and a lot of times I know, and I was going to share my bankruptcy story today. How many of you, just so I can kind of gauge, and I'm going to be adding some details here, but I wanted to share a little bit about my bankruptcy story. Let me go ahead and pick 2 gift cards, but let me know if you have heard my bankruptcy story, because I don't want to share it if like put no, I haven't heard it, or yes, I've heard it, but I want to hear it again, or please don't tell that story again. Like, let me know in the comments, because I know a lot of you are brand new to me. Let's have, oh my gosh, Becky Newton. Becky Newton, you are the first winner of the gift card. Becky Newton, if you'll email support@texasartandsoul.com. Awesome. Oh, so I know I haven't heard it. I've heard, but go for it. And no, I have not. We have a lot of people that haven't heard it. Okay, good. And then Rebecca Avery. Rebecca Avery. If you'll email support@texasartandsoul.com, we'll get you a gift card. Okay, so what I'm going to do now before I share my story, so you can kind of be watching while I paint, is I'm just going to be grabbing mixtures of this yellowish green or margarita, whatever, and then also this kind of antique bronze. And all I'm going to do is just start blobbing. So a lot of blobbing is about to happen, okay, as I talk about my bankruptcy story. So a lot of blobbing is going to be happening. So I'm just literally grabbing with a round brush and blobbing, grabbing, blobbing. Okay. I'm going to do this while I'm kind of telling you what happened and why this whole thing has happened. Okay. Yes. Blob, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we lost everything. We went bankrupt to business owner before the age of 30. I'm 43 now. So you can imagine with a little kid and the uncertainty that I felt not having, my husband lost his job. We were in that bubble, that housing bubble that happened 2007, 2008. But at the time, I was so young and immature that I just thought it was me. I thought I was the only one that was losing my house. I didn't realize that there was millions and millions of people at that time. But when you have a little kid and you have this house that you thought you were going to raise her in, it is devastating. I mean, I remember just feeling so depressed, hopeless, and feeling like, I couldn't talk about it to anybody because I was so embarrassed and shameful of what I went through. And what is so weird, years later, because I started talking about it, it almost set me free. Like this whole weight was lifted, like this big secret I had been holding was lifted. And now when I talk about bankruptcy, I legit smile. And the reason why is it has changed everything. So here I was so upset and not knowing what to do. And so I use art to paint, like art to heal. Does anybody use art to heal? Okay, let me know in the comments if that's ever been a time in your life where you're like, yep, art to heal has been my thing. Well, I was using art to heal and I was painting these mini surfboards, decorative surfboards. And I took them to school with me. I was still a teacher at the time. I took them to school with me and the kids would see them and they would go, Miss Easley, can you paint me a surfboard? And I go, no, these are just for fun. I'm just doing this. And they go, no, Miss Easley, can you paint me a surfboard? And I go, no. And finally, after like the 150th kid said, Miss Easley, can you paint me a surfboard? And can you put my name on it? A light bulb finally went off and I was like, oh my gosh, maybe I can do this and it can help it can help my family. And so we ended up, my mother-in-law knew that we did not have the money. So she's like, hey, let's try this. We'll go 50-50. We ended up setting up at Pier Park. Let me know if you've ever been to Pier Park in Panama City Beach. We talked to, I'm going to use some white paint first and just kind of line it and just add some little details. But we ended up talking to the people at Pier Park, rented a concrete space for about $1,200 a month. We set up thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be my new start. This is going to make everything better. And then nobody is buying my surfboards. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, what the heck? And then, oh my gosh, so many of y'all use art to heal. Oh, I love that. And so I'm just like so depressed. This was my second chance. I thought everything was going to be okay. And then of course, again, how many times can you fail before you're 30, right? So I ended up, I'm going to use this with some dots and I'm just going to put some dots here with the back of the brush. And so my mother-in-law senses my frustration and she says, hey, Heidi, she goes, because what do you do when you've lost everything and you've had to sell your house, you have a toddler, you don't know what's going on, your husband lost his job. you walk across the street to Buffalo Wild Wings and you drink. That's what I did anyway. So I went to the bar. I'm a couple of drinks in and I'm, in my full blown pity party. And I'm like, what is this? Like, how can I seriously fail this much before I'm 30? I mean, I was just going through every negative thing I could say to myself. And then, a couple of drinks in, my husband calls and he says, Heidi, get over here. Get over here. We have orders. And I'm like, you're lying. He goes, no, get over here. We have orders. And so I look at my mother-in-law and she's like, go, go, go. And so I tipsily, if I'm going to be honest, I tipsily walk across the street where we were set up. And this was the moment that has changed and powered everything that I do, that I have moved forward through, is my husband sitting there and we had these paper tickets and he's holding them up and he's like, get to painting. Get to painting. And about that, it was around 6:00 around that time. And I looked at him and I was just like, oh my gosh. It was like a moment when I felt like I was done for. I mean, this feeling of like total failure and humiliation and shame. And it was like God scooped me up off the floor and was like, not only are you going to be okay, but you're going to be able to do what you love forever, which is paint. And so I tipsily and happily painted that whole night. We went on to sell over 1,000 surfboards in just a 2-month time period. The reason they weren't buying in the morning is they were at the beach. Then they come to Pier Park at night to eat and shop. And so I painted, again, like I told you, I heard comments earlier this week that I haven't had, I can't paint paintings. It takes me forever. Y'all, I used to paint one painting a year. It would literally take me a year. And then I had to get fast. I had to paint 1,000 mini paintings in a matter of less than 2 months. So I would paint for 12, 14 plus hours a day because I knew every $20 surfboard I sold, which I should have raised the price, but at that time, that's what I did. Every $20 surfboard I sold, it was a future. It was hope towards my family's future. And so when I talk about bankruptcy, it made me pivot. You talk about pivoting during COVID. You talk about pivoting anytime. It made me learn to pivot. It made me learn to be more responsible with our money. It made me create a paint party business I couldn't go get a loan. I couldn't start a paint party business with a $50,000 cushion. I had to start it from my paintbrushes in my art studio from total scratch. And so it was just insane. So that 2 months of if it was raining, I was painting in my car. Like whatever we could do to make it happen. And we had family helping. Like I said, my mother-in-law, my stepdad, and my parents would come and watch Pixie from time to time. We were, cutting our own boards. We were painting them. I was hand painting all of them. My friend Allison, who works for me now, she would come and sit with me and paint backgrounds and come up with designs. And we would just sit there for 12 plus hours doing everything we could because we knew it was going to be a new future. And so if you're in a space right now, maybe it's not that dramatic. It was a pretty dramatic season. If you're in that space right now where you feel like there's just no hope, what I want to remind you of is there is always hope. Always hope. And I want you to know that even in a time of going through, again, hopefully you're not going through something as dramatic as I have had to go through. But we all have a story, just because it might not be that dramatic. You have a story and you have a time when you had to step it up, when you thought there was going to be nothing good coming out of it. And you had a time when stuff hit the fan and you had to step up. You've had those moments and those times. I'm just taking a flat brush right now and just grabbing this and adding these details. But there's so many lessons learned. And if you want to share a comment, I would love to read a couple of your comments. If you've had a time where maybe a story in your life, it could have been, a health story and maybe you used art to heal, please share that. We would love to hear that. But yeah, now that I'm 43 and on the other side of bankruptcy, what I can tell you is that God doesn't just give us 1, 2, 3 chances. We literally get chances every single day. I mean, in the Bible, it talks about his mercies are new every day. And I am so, so grateful for that. So I want you to remember, no matter how bad you feel like it's been, or you've had a failed business, so why would I be worthy of another business? Y'all, we get multiple chances. And failure is a huge part of success, like Dana was saying earlier, a huge part. The people that are failing the most are the ones that are going to get success the fastest. You have to fail in order to get success. It's just a part of it. It's not separate. It's literally a part of it. So get comfortable with failure. Get comfortable with knowing that it is okay if you fail. It's not shameful. It's a part of the process. So I hope this helps you. Yeah, so true. We all have a story. I'm going to read a few of your comments. Tammy, I love that. I just interviewed her yesterday. She said she paid off $40,000 in debt through her paint parties in 3 years. How amazing is that? Oh my gosh, how amazing is that? Let's see. I don't know who this is, but it says Facebook user. It says, God uses broken people to glorify his kingdom. When you give it to the Lord, you will prevail in his name. What a blessing. Yes. Oh my gosh. So many times. And people are like, well, why me? Why me? You know, God does. He uses broken people. And I can tell you, I am very broken. there is a lot of brokenness up in here. So it's okay though. You know, we're not perfect people, but we can still do really, really awesome things. Okay. So what I want to do now is add glitter. Glitter should be added everywhere. And oh my gosh, I see your comments. Why not me? Oh, I love that. Instead of why me, why not me? I love that. Art was my salvation during COVID. It helped so much since everyone was staying at home and I needed something to keep me busy. So cool. And I've improved so much. Yeah, that's the thing. You can get better at this. You can get so much better at this. We have here, I just had my first paid paint party last night. It was awesome. Congratulations. That is exciting. Oh my gosh, so exciting. A more recent art is healing. Wait, let's see. A more recent art is healing. I just quit my day job working for the state of Oregon because sitting causes me great pain with medical issues. I'm an epoxy artist business. It is such a blessing to get to do artsy things daily. I'm really looking forward to adding this to my business. Oh, I'm so, so happy for you. Okay, so just know that we all have a story. And just know that like whatever season you're in, you know, I always say like either, you know, you're in a season of rest, you're either in a season of you're about to have some fun stuff to talk about, whether it's fun or whether it's maybe not so fun. Like we're either in we just got to be grateful. You know, we're in a season of survival or we're in a season of, I'm just going to grab some glitter, start adding it to the pumpkins. A season of, you know, things are going good, or, you know, that season of things might be coming around the corner. But I think if we constantly practice gratitude, constantly, like all the time, y'all. And we talked about yesterday how my daughter was saying she had heard, what if you woke up and only the things you said thankful for yesterday were the things that you were going to have? And I love that. So we both we're like, oh my gosh, what about this and this and this? My cowboy boots. Like, no, I'm just kidding. But no, not really. And so, you know, things like that. So we have to be grateful, because then when bad things hit us, we're already in a state of practicing gratitude, so that when those things hit us, which we know we all have them, you know, we lose a parent, we, you know, God forbid the worst, losing a child, right? But we have people on here that have gone through the worst of the worst. And how many of you have seen, like, you'll be going through something so tragic, and then you'll see somebody post on Facebook like, oh my goodness, y'all, prayer requests needed. I'm not trying to make fun, but I'm just trying to show a point. Oh my goodness, y'all, prayer requests needed. I have the worst sinus infection ever. I have such a pounding headache. Could you please pray for me? And then you have somebody else on the other side that have literally like lost their spouse, right? I mean, and I say that not to like be dramatic. I'm saying that from a place of, as you mature in your faith, as you mature as a human, as you mature, you're gonna stop bringing all that drama that's not needed into your life and really be able to step up and do some really, really cool things. So if you have had one of those posts, I know I have in the past. And I remember one time my mom was frustrated because somebody was posting about that, about allergies. And I get it. I've had deviated septum surgery. I mean, I've had really bad allergies, so I get it. I'm not trying to make fun, but at the same time, my dad was going through a heart transplant, and just the comparison of, oh my gosh, you see those people on Facebook that they're just draining. They're literally complaining about, oh my gosh, it's raining outside. Oh, but now we need rain. Like, you see those people, they're just complaining about everything. What I hope that I can share with you is stop all that little complaining. That's not going to get you anywhere. That's not going to get the business of your dreams. That's not going to get the life you want to live every day. So I know we're getting a little deep today, and I just love you, and I hope this is helping you and not hurting you. But sometimes I got to just speak truth of just, where can we get to that next level? Who do I have to become? And is me complaining about every single thing going to make me the person that I want to be? Make me the business owner that I want to be? Stepping up to the place that I know God has called me to be. So we are about to teach you how to do reels. Okay, so the painting is finished. Oh, wait, one last thing. Sorry. And then I'm just going to grab some green. I know there are a ton of comments. I'm going to go back and be reading those, but I want y'all to read each other so you can be supporting. I'm just adding a little bit of green here. I'm going to give away a gift card, and then we're going to switch gears onto how to do a reel. I'm just going to show you a really, really quick reel. Oh, Gina says, everyone has a worse thing. Your pain level is based on that, but the tedious complaints are negative energy that repels all the good connections. Oh, that's deep. I like that, Gina. Very, very deep. Yeah, it's so true. And I think if we could just really, really stay, oh, good, Linda. She says, this is so good, Heidi. Texas fan, level up. Hashtag level up. Yeah, let's do it. Let's level up, people. Let's legit level up. Okay, so I'm going to pick another person for a gift card. And then I'm going to teach you real quick on my phone how to do a reel. That's why I have you on my laptop today, so I could show you how to do a reel. I was just commenting on reels. Perfect. Can't wait for the real talk. Awesome. Okay, so let me pick two people. Actually, let me pick one person, and then I'll pick another after the reel. I lost my Sharpie. Oh, and while we're at it, let's all take a big deep breath. And if you're in a place, I know we just had a pretty deep conversation. So if you're in a place, go ahead and just stand up and stretch it out. I'm going to go ahead and pick Ashley Dean Jones. Ashley Dean Jones. And I feel like I may have picked her before. Let's not get mad. Ashley Dean Jones, you're just going to end up with two. So email support@texasartandsoul.com. And sometimes that happens. Oh my gosh, I can't believe sometimes the things people complain about, like, oh my gosh, she's been picked. I saw her on day 2 at 12:35, right? Like, just, it's okay, right? It happens. And as I'm saying her name, I realized I had picked her before. So I apologize, but congrats to you, Ashley. You're a lucky winner. Okay, so now let's get real. We're going to talk real talk for a minute. And what I mean by real talk is reels, okay? So what this is here's the thing. Reels are on Facebook. They are also on Instagram, okay? And let me first just show you what a reel is. This is going to be basic 101 reels training right here. Okay, so here's on my business page on Facebook, here's reels, okay? You can see that some of them get like 164 people, and then you can see some of them, let me find one that has a big one, 26.9 thousand people, right? Here's the crazy thing about Reels, and this is also on Instagram. So if I go to my Instagram, if you're not following me on Instagram, please follow. If I go to my Reels on Instagram, you can see this one I posted last night, 366. You can see this one got over 1,000. You can see some of them, some of them go random. This one's almost at 5,000. Like some of them will literally, this one's at 8,000. Some of them will literally go viral into the millions. Now, the reason I am sharing this with you, and then of course you can do basically the same video on your TikTok. Okay. If you do not follow me yet on TikTok, please go follow me at Texas Art and Soul. Okay, the same video. So you can use the same video for your TikTok, for your Instagram, and for your Facebook. There's other places you can put this as well. But for today's training, I'm just going to share with you one place to post your reel. And that is in the fall ball. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the fall ball because guess what? This is your homework. Okay, this is your homework. Now, here is the fun thing about Reels. They are pre-recorded. So if you go on your phone and you find the fall ball, here we are, fall ball 2022. Now, see right there, it says Reel right here. Okay. And I know that Reels were like, oh my gosh, I don't know about that. Here's the greatest thing about Reels is the reason you should do it is they're pre-recorded. You pre-record it. So if you don't like it, you don't have to post it. They are short videos. Now, the reason why I am pushing Reels for you is because it will help grow your social media faster than anything else right now. Now, why? Okay, I'm going to tell you kind of the theory of why this is happening. So TikTok is based on what you like to view. So if you go to TikTok, you are seeing a page of things that you like to view, just like Pinterest, right? If you click on a fringe jacket, guess what they're going to show me 9 times out of 10? More fringe jackets. And if liking fringe is wrong, I don't want to be right. Okay. So I'm going to click on those fringe jackets every time. So the same thing happens with TikTok. When you're scrolling, you are seeing more of what you like. Well, Facebook was like, okay, people are loving this on TikTok. I was so against TikTok at first. I was like, I don't think Pixie needs to be on TikTok. I think that's crazy. And my husband goes, Heidi, just watch TikTok for like 5 minutes. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, look at all these painters. Look at all these crafters. And then I was sucked into a wormhole of crafting and painting and thought, oh my gosh, I can literally learn anything on TikTok. You just search it. Want to learn how to create a brand new painting of sunflowers? Search it. Want to learn how to build an engine? Search it. Want to learn how to birth a kid? Search it. Like it is on TikTok in 1-minute videos. Now I think it goes up to 3-minute videos. So then I go, okay, so Facebook's like, let me jump on this bandwagon. Because again, the whole point of a social media platform is they want to keep you on that social media platform. So if you're comfortable with Facebook, guess what? Facebook released Reels because they knew that TikTok was their competition. They don't own TikTok. So how can we get people to stay more on Facebook? Well, let's do Reels. And here's the thing that's really cool. Some of you, and you can let me know in the comments. Yeah, for real. Search it. For real. You can learn anything. You can learn anything on TikTok. It is insane. So here's the thing. On Reels, what you do is you basically are putting out content. So if you go to the fall ball and you click Reel, okay? All you have to do is click Reel. Now I can pick pictures that I have here, or I can pick this camera and I can push this button right here and I can say, hey, look at the fall ball. We've been working on these paintings. I'm so excited. What do you think of the glitter? All I'm doing is holding this down while it's videoing. Look at the top. I've been videoing. It's doing a countdown of a minute. Okay. I stop. Hey, look at the fall ball. We've been working on these paintings. I'm so excited. What do you think of the glitter? All I'm doing is holding this down while it's videoing. Look at the top. I've been videoing. It's doing a countdown of a minute. Okay. So let's say I want to use this video. I want to use this video for my TikTok, my Instagram, whatever. All I have to do is click that little save button. And then save as draft, or I want to download it, and it's going to save it to my device. I have now just filmed a quick video that I could put everywhere. Now, let me give you a little advanced version. There's a lot of fun stuff. I'm just going to show you some of the basics. Always hit the captions. The reason why I think the percentage is 80 to 90% of people are reading, they're not listening to the videos. So I'm going to hit done, and then I can move my captions wherever I want. So if you know that 80 to 90% of people are probably at work watching stuff and they're not turning the sound on, then you need your captions on. Okay, you need your captions on. Sorry, we got some messages coming through. Then one last little trick I want to show you, because this, again, you could just do this basic and now post it. I'm going to show one last trick that's been kind of fun. That kind of helps. Oh, and if you're like, hey, I don't know about this. Okay, so when we start our social media, everybody starts at 0, right? Let me know if you started your social media at 200 followers, 500 followers, 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers. No, nobody does. We all start at 0. But does that mean that you can grow, that you can't grow? You will grow. You will. It's legit formula. You will grow. So when I first started Texas Art and Soul, I had nobody. And I remember I would go live back in 2016 when they first started lives on Facebook, and only my mom would watch. And I would be like, hi, Mom. And then finally I realized the power of the replay. So I called my mom and I was like, I love you, but I can't keep saying hi, Mom, because there's this replay thing. And so she realized, but she was the only person watching. And I would, be on the live with literally one person watching. But then it grew and it grew. And then I got to about 130 something thousand followers, 133,000. And it stopped, like a screeching halt stopped. And then reels were added. And I started doing reels like crazy. And in just a matter of like 6 weeks, I went from 133,000 followers to 166,000 followers in just a few weeks. It was insane. So the reason I'm telling you this is you can make this happen and grow your page faster by just doing behind the scenes stuff. Now I'm going to show you one more little thing here. And again, building a business, it takes consistency. I can't do one reel and then be like, yeah, that was fun. Maybe it'll work. No, it takes doing this consistently. There's different seasons in your life where you're like, it's go time. I'm going to do one every single day. Like literally when I'm painting or I'm creating, I just take a few seconds to do it real quick. Now, do you have to do this to have in-person paint parties? No. As many of you saw yesterday when you were booking your parties, they didn't go, hey, how many reels you got? How many reels you got before I book a party? No, you don't have to. But what I have learned is that as I teach you to have paint parties, then you start going, oh my gosh, what's this online thing Heidi talks about? She's doing pretty good on that online thing. How can I do that? And I have y'all asking me questions. How can I do that next step? What can I do to do this? Because a lot of you are going to do in-person paint parties. Then you might have something happen like a world shutdown where all of a sudden you got to realize, oh, wait, I got to pivot. I have to pivot. I got to figure this out. And guess what? We pivoted and we taught you in Paint Party Headquarters and continue to teach you how to do online paint parties, because some of you are going to grow into that. Then you're going to go, wait, I like this online paint party thing. Maybe maybe I could do an online membership. And then some of y'all are learning from me to do that. So that's when I say this paint party adventure, you don't know where it's going to lead you because there are so many avenues, from paint parties in person to paint parties online to art kits to reverse paint party strategies to paint by number kits to ceramics to porch leaners to commissions. It is endless because we are creative problem solvers. Say it. You are a creative problem solver. Write it down. I am a creative problem solver. And I will always make this business relevant because I am a creative problem solver. And I will pivot and I will move where I need to go always. So I know all of you, and I love that. Make your own adventure. This is your paint party adventure. So let me show you one more part to make you feel really cool. Okay, so if you hit the audio, all right, now I can add music, and I'm going to type in, right here's where you can type in. I'm going to put in inspiration, okay? And in just a second, we're going to go over how you can win the grand prize and all the final things that you can do. So if I do my music, while it's videoing, look at the top. So my music here, that's my added music. So I can make that a little bit lighter. Look at the fall ball. We've been working on these paintings. I'm so excited. What do you think of the glitter? All I'm doing is holding this down while it's videoing. Look at the top. I've been videoing. It's doing a countdown of a minute. Okay? So now look at the fall ball. We've been working I've hit done. I hit next. And now all I'm going to add is my description and my hashtags. So I'm going to teach you a way to do that faster because I don't know about you, but I hate typing that. And I just want to say I am so happy for y'all typing in. I am a creative problem solver. I love that. Oh, a porch leaner, like that big welcome sign back there, that 6-foot welcome sign right there. Those are so fun to do at parties. Okay, so again, this is a reel inside of the fall ball. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to touch this, and instead of typing it, I'm going to hit this little microphone. Watch what happens. Check out what we're doing in the fall ball, period. I'm so excited, and I cannot wait to teach them more inside of Paint Party Headquarters, period. Hashtag PPHQ, hashtag paint parties, hashtag paint party business, hashtag how to craft, hashtag crafting is my therapy, hashtag craft parties, hashtag paint party business live, hashtag art teachers, hashtag art teacher ideas, hashtag paint party ideas, hashtag fall paint parties, hashtag fall ideas, hashtag I could go on forever. Isn't that cool? So now I can literally copy this, copy, and now I can hit done and share now. Hey, Paint Party Headquarters. I just want to remind you, we are having such see how it's sharing right up there feedback about this meeting right there. So if you have not watched it yet, so you got to wait. You got to wait till it uploads. Wait till it uploads. And I'm going to show you one last little thing. So now it's uploading. Okay. So now it is uploaded. So I'm going to go check it out and make sure it's in there. There it is in the fall ball. Just what we did, right? Isn't that crazy? So now, because I've done that, I can go to Instagram. I can go to my reels. I can do a plus sign. This is just bonus feedback here. I can grab the video I just did. I can add. Now I can go to next. I can add music again. Inspirational music. Again, I'm using the same one. Turn that down a little bit. Hit done. Next. Oh, go back because I want to add captions. It's the same technique, adding captions. Hit next. Look at this. I'm going to paste it. Everything I just voice recorded over there, I pasted. Now I'm going to share. So now I have just done 2 reels in just a couple of minutes. There is endless stuff. And by doing that on your Facebook, on your Instagram, even on your TikTok, taking one video, posting it across multiple platforms, copying and pasting something instead of every time retyping it, which is what I used to do, helps you so much. Okay, so let me know if that was helpful to you. Okay, I hope that it was real helpful to you. And what we're going to do is go over homework and what the next steps are. Oh my gosh, yes. So thank you. Do the reels not automatically show on IG? Actually, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of them like them to be produced in their platform. They actually get more juice. They get more algorithm push if they're posted directly into their platform using their music. And y'all, there's so much more I can teach you. Again, I hope you have had so much fun in this 4 days. So let me kind of wrap this up, give you the homework of what I want you to do. And then, of course, let you know how you can join Paint Party Headquarters. If you're like, this was amazing for $10. What the heck is this woman going to do if I'm with her every month? It's insane. It's insane. Oh my gosh. You have no idea, Heidi. This old girl is on fire. Oh, I love this. I love this. And here's the cool part. So let me just tell you a little bit about Reels and how you can make money on Reels. So a lot of people are like, I remember showing this to my mother-in-law and her being like, what? And then I showed her the income that was coming in. So here's what I want to show you about Reels. Reels, I am doing it not for the money part, although the money part is good, extra money, but I'm doing it for, I love that, Jennifer. I'm doing it for growth of my business page. So more people see me and know about cool things I can teach you about. So I remember I was getting my hair done and I was talking about this thing called Reels. And my mother-in-law was like, what are you talking about? Well, what Reels does, once you get approved for Reels, they pay you really good at the beginning. And some people, as you build a following, you can still continually make really great money. So what I want to show you is my first check from Reels was $5,156 for 1 month. That was 1 month. Then it dropped down to $955. Then it dropped down to $651, then to $390, and so on. This month, I'm currently at $206. But that first month, I was like, $5,156. So when I showed my mother-in-law that, she immediately started doing Reels because it doesn't technically have to be like, I'm trying to keep mine mostly about painting because I want to attract an audience who wants to join Paint Party Headquarters. Obviously, I want to attract the right people. That's why you're here. But my mother-in-law was hilarious. She was doing Reels of her dog. She's doing just random Reels all over. And I'm like, you've got to be consistent. But what happens, who pays you from Reels? Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. So it is a strategy. Again, that's another thing about the Paint Party Adventure that a lot of you don't understand until you start. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know, but once you start learning, I mean, that's an extra $206 this month, just extra. You know, that's a paint party. That's a paint party. I can almost buy my cowboy boots with that, right? $290 for my cowboy, $300 for my cowboy boots, right? So there is so much. So once you start getting views, what'll happen is you'll get a little, it's almost like a game. Remember we talked about this life being like Mario Brothers and we boop, 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 and we get to the next level, right? The same thing with this. It's like a game. You'll be doing your reels, right? You got to be consistent. Facebook ain't just going to go, hey, let me pay you right now. You did one reel. No, they got to see that you're in it. You're in it to win it, right? You start doing your reels, all of a sudden you'll go to your reels page and it'll say, hey, you are monetized for reels. Click here to sign up. You click there, you sign up to be monetized. That means now you put in your information and you can start making money with your reels. So when I first started doing my reels, I didn't all of a sudden they didn't all of a sudden pay me. I did them, I was consistent, and then all of a sudden they were like, hey, let's offer this girl money to continue to produce this content. Again, the whole name of the game is Facebook wants people to stay on Facebook. Instagram wants people to stay on Instagram. TikTok wants people to stay on TikTok. How do they get people to do that? Consistent content that people want to see. So if you're posting content that people want to see, that's what happens. Again, I know this is going way deeper than we should have gone. I should have stayed way more surface, but I just get so excited about the marketing part of all of this. And when you join me inside of Paint Party Headquarters, we go everything from beginner level to where you're just starting out painting all the way to money-making artist. And I hope, I saw somebody say, best $10 I've ever spent. I hope that this was valuable to you. So here are your next steps. Homework, okay? Autumn blue, finish your painting. You saw this second part took just a few minutes. Finish your painting. Post a reel, okay? Literally post a reel. You can just point it at your painting or you can put it at your face and just say maybe your favorite takeaway from this whole event. And then if you're ready to join Paint Party Headquarters, if you have had fun this last 4 days and you're like, I have found my people, join us. Oh my gosh. Not only are you going to get 3 months free if you commit to the year, you also, if you join before midnight tonight, you get to be a part of the rapid fire 9 a.m. call. We're going to have coffee together and you're going to be asking me questions for an entire hour so that I can just as fast as possible. Okay, so I need you to take PayPal. Rebecca, so if you go on there, there is a credit or debit. So you do have to do credit or debit whenever you purchase Paint Party Headquarters. But if you do the monthly, you could come in for a month and you can cancel at any time. I just ask that you give yourself at least 3 months. Okay. Success takes time. You can't sign up for something and then within a minute go, like give yourself time. You're going to have those moments of like, yes, this worked. And then moments of like, crap, that paint party got canceled, and then you pivot, you figure it out. One of the best things I read books like crazy. Oh my gosh, like crazy. And I didn't start until about my mid 30s. And then I started reading because we were in a house and Bobby said, I'm not putting a TV in this room. We do have a TV in our room now. But back then he said, I'm not putting a TV in this room. We're going to read. And I was so mad. I was like, oh my gosh, I hate reading. I don't want to read. And then I discovered self-help books, business books, and they changed my life forever. Oh my gosh. I started learning that we can change our habits, our habits and, predict our future. And I started learning all of these really great things. And one of the things that I learned is that you find somebody that is doing what you want to do. And if they will teach you, oh my gosh, learn from them. And when I was a school teacher, I was looking up paint parties. And there was a lady, she's in Oklahoma. Many of you may know her. She's called the Tipsy Artist. And I would literally be on my phone any moment I could, zooming in on her YouTube videos, trying to figure out where is she putting her paintbrushes? What kind of paintbrushes did she buy? What kind of canvas did she use? Oh my gosh, that design, I wish I could use that design. And I just devoured every single thing she was putting out. But she wasn't teaching people how to do it. She was posting about her paint parties. And I was like, oh my gosh, there needs to be somebody that will teach me this. And I ended up becoming that person because I couldn't find anybody. And so I want to show you, if this is what you want to learn, I want to show you how to do that. And again, I will never, ever, I wake up and my job, I feel like is to get up and work for Paint Party Headquarters. whether that's creating new designs, figuring out better ways for you to make money, pivoting all the time. There will never be a time in Paint Party headquarters where it feels stale, ever. Because we want to be on top of the trends. We want to be ahead of the market. We want to be the trendsetters. We want people to go, Paint Party headquarters is doing it, so that must be what is the thing to do. That is my goal and my mission, to wake up and figure out how you can make money for your family faster, easier, all of those things. Oh my gosh, I love this. Teresa says, Teresa, I can't wait to see you in like 2.5 weeks. I'm so happy. And we have a big event every year called Paint Party Business Live. And this year it is bigger than ever. We're having a painted prom. And as a member of Paint Party headquarters, you get first dibs on the tickets. So we usually sell out. One time we sold out Dollywood in just a matter of 10 hours. And this year it took about 3 days to sell out. But Teresa is coming and I'm so glad. I can't wait to see you, Teresa. She says, hi, Heidi. Love PPHQ. I've been a member of PPHQ for years and I love it. PPHQ designs are the best and the marketing materials are a game changer. Heidi makes things so easy for us to succeed. I really, really, really want to help you. So if you are on the fence and you're not sure, please watch some of the interviews. Again, if you make the decision tonight by midnight, you're not only going to get that rapid fire Q&A starting at 9 a.m. in the morning. If you can't be there, we can send you a replay of it. But we're going to grab some coffee. We're going to hang out together. I'm going to answer your burning questions as fast as humanly possible from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. We'll send you a Zoom link so I can meet you face to face. And then we're going to get you started. And then here in about 30 minutes, I'm actually going to be interviewing. I know we talk about this Paint Party family and we have a lot of women in this Paint Party family. There's 2,000 of y'all. There's a lot of women, but we do have men. And so at 12:30 today, here in 30 minutes, I'm going to be interviewing Richard. Richard is from the UK. So we have people all over the world inside of Paint Party headquarters. So I'm going to be interviewing Richard at 12:30. So if you're like on the fence, you're not really sure, watch these stories. It's just insane. It is insane what people have done. I want to share one last thing. One of the ladies who I love, she had bad internet. So what she was doing was she was driving her car to a place where she could get decent internet. And then she was doing her tutorials online from her car. Okay, y'all, from that, her name is Lisa. She started a membership and has like 60, I may be quoting her wrong, 60 something people in this membership from being resourceful and doing this from her car so she could have good internet. Like, that's the thing. You can put every single barrier in front of you, or you can just go, wait a minute, what's possible? So I'm excited to share that with you. So do your homework, do your reel inside of the fall ball. I can't wait to see it. For all of y'all joining Paint Party headquarters, we're going to send you the link for the Zoom so you can be there with us tomorrow at 9 a.m. as an extra bonus. And I can't wait to see. I just want you to just picture you on Christmas morning and looking back and being like, man, I'm proud of myself. Man, I accomplished the goal I had with my Paint Party calculator. Not only did I accomplish it, I times it by 3. I times it by 6. Like, who knows? Dana already has 15 Paint Parties set up between now and December. 15. Even if she has just 10 people at each of those. Alexa, what's 10 times 15?
10 times 15 is 150.
Alexa, what's 150 times 35?
150 times 35 is 5,250.
That's $5,250 just if she has 10 people times her 15 parties. And she probably has more. $5,000. That'll pay for Christmas. We don't spend near that on Christmas. We spend like $1,000. That'll definitely pay for Christmas. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the fall ball. Again, for all of you joining us in Paint Party headquarters, I cannot wait to get to know you more. And for everybody else, if not, I hope this has been the best $10 you've spent. Let me know in the comments if it has. And no hard feelings. We love you. I want you to succeed regardless if you come with Paint Party headquarters or not. But if you have had fun, I hope you will join us. It's going to be a lot of fun there too. All right. I'll see y'all soon. And it's been great.